are now listening to KMRO FM, aka Kamurocho Radio. It is a Yakuza podcast hosted by myself, Argyle, and with me as always is Jordan.
Hello everybody, we're Yakuza-ing again. It's been a little while.
It's been like a month.
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
We've left you hanging on a cliff. Actually, I don't think there was a cliffhanger last chapter.
Not really. It was a pretty peaceful chapter.
People have been wondering. People have been messaging us. People have been asking,
demanding,
left, right, center, what happened? What's going to happen next?
Sending missives, telegrams.
People
wax
were literally
cylinders
coming
with
and knocking on my
themselves.
door saying, "What happens to Kiryu? What about the orphans? Who shot Daigo? What
Getting
about Black
messenger
Monday?"
pigeons down my chimney asking where is the new
People
content?
sending me
Where's the new
tells.
podcast?
I go to Limsa Plaza and I get tells. What happened? What about
everybody in Limsa is
Hamazaki?
saying what happens in Yakuza 3 chapter 11?
What happened to Hamazaki,
Crisis?
my favorite character in Yakuza?
What happened? What happened?
That was his name, right? Hamazaki.
Fucking Toma. What happened to Toma?
Who? Oh, right, Minister Toma. Yeah.
No, he's not a minister. He's like a secretary.
No, he's a secretary, Toma. But one day, because he's an honest politician,
he'll be prime minister.
Turn on your flashlights, fix those bread prices. He will be at the top. We love you, Minister or Secretary Toma.
Folks, it's been like a month since we recorded.
Yeah, we've been busy.
We've been busy. It's been a big month. It was my birthday. Yeah. It was your birthday.
Yeah, we both had a birthday that was so, Game Master Anthony style. All the characters from every video game, book, and TV and all media.
You say Game Master Anthony, my birthday is the same as his.
Yeah,
the same day.
Every video game character every character from every work of media showed up for a huge party, and it was really, it was really cool. It was cool to see Majima and Kiryu, but then Hannibal showed up, and it was just a kind of a disaster.
It was awkward. Oh, am I right? Oof.
Yeah, it was really bad but what was really cool when speaking of fictional characters, it was really cool when Jesus showed up.
Whoa! Can you say that on the radio?
I don't think I can, but I can say it on Kamurocho Radio, baby. I can say whatever I want.
This is pirate
radio. And then I'm gonna post my notes app apology. I learned that I cannot say whatever I want. I'm sorry.
Anyways, look forward to my new
I shouldn't have
Netflix
talked about washing your
hand.
I thought I was gonna break new ground with my hand washing argument. I was wrong.
I'm not doing this on the podcast.
People got angry at me.
I'm not talking
about
this
on Twitter.
On the show. No.
Read the tweets.
Stop it. Elden Ring came out.
Elden Ring did come out, and you started playing Final Fantasy.
I started playing the accursed game of Final Fantasy 14. Yes, it's the Game Corner.
Game Corner. Final Fantasy 14. Don't you dare call it a curse. It's one of the best games I've ever played in my life.
It's one of the worst games of all time.
It's the worst game of all time.
Level 42 at the moment. Do you get it? I am a monk. I'm playing as a bunny rabbit man. I'm having a great
Cashmere
time.
Pashmina.
Cashmere
Pashmina.
You love
to see it. And Lil Caprese.
Visit me in the ether.
Yeah, come to Ferry.
Come to ether. Come to Ferry.
Come to ether. Come to Ferry. Visit.
We'll go to Limsa and we'll just hang out in the plaza and people watch for a bit.
The never before has there been a greater hive of scum and villainy.
That's why it's a curse.
Don't ever.
This has made me hate a group of people. I want Limsa burned to the ground like Sodom and Gomorrah for its sins. It just
It is funny when it's like the 3 city states and one of them is just so nude and nasty, like from a story perspective. Like, what the fuck is going on in Limsa, Merylwib? How did you let your city get to this point? How
it's
is
a city of pirates. It's all fucking pirates and shit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Libertarian
I don't care about the pirates.
Where you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's basically crypto land.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
awful,
man.
disgusting place.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that. I don't want. We were having a great podcast, and then you brought up the Limsa Aetherized Plaza, and now I'm just feeling dirty and sad and upset.
Dude, I was in the fucking market board for like hours just with the sounds of crafting all around me. It was pretty nice. I didn't have to see the chat for a bit.
That is, I will say, yeah, it's a good place for crafting, and if you got the menu open, you don't need to see people being like, rub feet. You're just sitting there like playing, and anyone's like, anyone into MPreg? And they're doing the and by the way, they're not doing this they're using yell. They're yelling this
shout.
so everyone
they're doing this
everyone
so
in the city can see them ask this question, and then the person
they effectively
responds,
have a megaphone so that you 2 blocks
they're
away
sitting on a soapbox
on the other side of the farmer's market can hear them.
It's the worst thing in the world. Please play Final Fantasy XIV, but please avoid Limsa Lominsa at all costs beyond what the story asks you to do. Never ever go there.
I mean, you could go there, but maybe do your shit in tells.
Yeah, do it in that's true.
Don't shout about it.
No shaming. Play the game however you want. Keep that shit in the tells. I don't want to hear about it. I already see these 2 elf people standing right next to each other.
Standing with their dicks rubbing against each other.
Yeah, standing right next to each other. I know what they're doing. I don't need to hear about it.
I don't need to hear about it.
You don't need to yell about it.
My favorite is the people who are like when I was there earlier, there was just like 10 aura guys in like identical dresses, like with their weapons.
Oh my god! I was
like, "Are you doing like a photo shoot here? Why are you doing this?"
I literally caught that before it happened because I thought the Weavers Guild was in Limsa, so I popped in and I saw the aura boys congregating.
Yeah, you saw
it's fun. MMOs are fun. Specifically this one, Argyle. We have a chapter to cover this week. This is chapter 11, Crisis. This chapter should just be called "What a Fucking Disaster." Not in in a bad way in the sense that like the events of not like this chapter sucks. I mean, this chapter sucks. It does.
Total mess.
It's not a mess. It's just like, oh my Christ. Oh no.
This chapter should be called chapter Ryukyus.
This chapter should just be called "Oh no."
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I would call this episode "Oh no," except I know that's what we're gonna call.
Yeah, that's gonna be something in Yakuza 6.
Yeah, Yakuza 6 will have "Oh no," so I don't know what we'll call this one, but it's just gonna be called "Oh God," "Oh man,"
"Oh the humanity,"
"Oh man," "Oh God." Okay, shall we dive in?
Let's just get elbow deep in this.
Yeah, let's go elbow deep. Let's put on a rubber glove and really just see what's up in there. So last week's chapter, the events of the chapter, there was some more orphan fun, some wrestling. I don't think that was the one where Haruka was selling crack. I could be wrong. It was. And then Kiryu goes and fights a guy that looks exactly like his dad who murdered his parents. But his dad is actually a proud member of the CIA. Mm-hmm. Kiryu kicks his ass.
Instead of being an assassin for the crime organization, he's an assassin for the state.
He's an assassin for the crime organization. Yes, very true.
Mm-hmm.
Kiryu basically all but begins the chapter by just talking about how good and honest and sweet and nice Toma, the politician, is, because he's just like, Toma's going back to Tokyo to apologize to Tamiya-san.
This is one of those rare scenes where he has his jacket off.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, he looks like
with the sleeves rolled down.
Yeah, and he's dressed like he's dressed like he's in Yakuza 6.
Well, no, because he has the sleeves rolled up in that.
Oh,
that's
right.
part of what I like about it.
That's weird, yeah.
This is why he looks weird here, is because he has the sleeves down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this is when Fuma makes excuses for his actions and his organization. He literally says the phrase, "The CIA means everything to me," which, by the way, if you ever say that phrase and you're not quoting a video game character, you deserve to die. I don't ever want to hear anyone say...
We love the CIA. We love the CIA.
Not even we love the CIA. The CIA means everything to me.
Yeah, they're like
the CIA is my one. It's like The Office. We're not. It's not just an organization. It's a family.
We're a family.
Can you go destabilize this country for us?
We go out to the bar on the weekend. We sing karaoke together. You know all about that, right, Kiryu?
Kazuma then starts making excuses for the CIA, being like, "Listen, we would never try to kill a person.
No,
we try to avoid killing at all costs. Haha."
Oh, we hate doing that.
Unfortunately, remember that one white guy who looked exactly like Mac? The guy who is the white blonde man with sunglasses who is identical to Mac, so that's why you got them mixed up so easily. Mm-hmm. Remember that guy? That guy was actually Kazuma's partner.
Yes.
Joji's partner, and he was the one who did both the shootings. Our nice uncle, Unky Joji, was absolved of all crimes. and the CIA is good, and we like the CIA.
Yeah. By the way, Toma has left to go to Tokyo to apologize to Tamiya.
Yeah, because he's a really nice, honorable politician. He's such a good guy.
That's what you get for betraying Tamiya. You got to go there on your hands and knees.
You got to go and
apologize.
And Kiryu's like, he's a good man, just like Tamiya. Like, dude, this half of this game is this one guy
in this world.
He's literally working with Mine to make all of this happen. Which, by the way, this chapter. Listen, we've said Mine's a good villain. There's a point at which I gotta be like, maybe this guy's a little bit too much of a piece of shit. I see people in our Discord talking about how much they love Mine. I forgot what he did in this chapter. Though I guess actually if you're gonna take points off for Mine for doing what he did, you gotta take points off of Kiryu. Same thing.
No, yeah, I have that in my notes. We'll get to it. But yeah, Kazuma is like, well, yeah, it was actually just I didn't mean to shoot Daigo or Nakahara.
It was an accident. It
was
literally
a big funny misunderstanding. You see, when they showed up and they saw me standing in their office menacingly with my partner behind me, and I reached into my jacket looking exactly like I was going for. They thought I was going for a gun. How could I have known? But no, I was just going for the deed, and I was going to say, hey, give this to me or I'm going to shoot you, but I'm not.
I'm going to kill you with my gun that I have. And then for some reason they got all paranoid and freak out.
Yeah, and then, they tried to pull a gun on me, and then you see where this is going.
Did we get the? No, we didn't get the name of the CIA partner. He's
unnamed. He is just a co-agent.
Can you tell me how to get to the station? We get more Joji being a proud CIA boy, where he's just like, I know.
You try to point to where the station is, and he's like, he's got a gun. And
I got a gun.
Blows you down.
He was like, I will never atone for my crimes of being in the CIA. All CIA agents have to live with this. It's like, listen, everyone who's in the CIA loves what they do.
Look, Kiryu, look. Nakahara came at me with a broomstick. You gotta believe me. I feared for my life.
Jesus Christ. Oh man, this country's a real stinker, huh? So then we find out the precise location of Daigo Dojima, because this is very important because Mine is like on his way to blast his head off.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very urgent, and Joji's like, listen, I just found out from HQ. Daigo's in Toto Hospital. You gotta go there because Mine is really gonna get him. He's gonna get him real good, and we'll take care of that right now. And nothing important or urgent better come up in the interim time before that happens.
Yeah, we gotta go right now. It's really important.
No pressing little boy matters. No panic. No. There's nothing a little boy could tell you that would stop you from going
meanwhile,
to
back at the orphanage, something is brewing.
Don't forget that. Don't forget. Are we going out of order? Are we going in?
What do you mean?
Because before,
Taichi shows up. Yeah, Taichi shows up.
Taichi shows up, and he just is here to check in and tell Kiryu that everything's fine.
Psych. You got
things are not
Kiryu.
fine.
As it turns out, something extremely bad has happened at the orphanage. So we flash back to the orphanage, and
they're having so much fun.
Out.
It makes me so sad because literally it's Rikia and Mikio and all the kids are like playing ball. They're having
they're having clean, wholesome family fun
They're
together.
having so much fun. Mame's out having a great time, and then Mine and what's his name? I can't think of his name. Tamashiro shows up. They fucking kneecap Mikio and Rikia. They shoot him in the legs, like right in front of the kids. And there's like a million guys, and they all have sledgehammers here to destroy the orphanage in front of these sad, terrified children.
And Mine just shows up, and he's like, "You little fucking kids! It's one thing to need a place to stay.
I gotta say,
but you're leeching off the kindness of others, and it makes me sick. You fucking awful little children."
It's so funny because, like, sometimes this is a series where the characters have very simple motivations. I feel like, it's like, I will defend those who are weaker than me, or I will become the most powerful I will become the most powerful Yakuza the world's ever seen. I will become the dragon, like, and Mine's motivation here seems to be, I hate children and I hate when children are happy, because he shows up, he literally, he says, like, in a way, you're just victims of Kiryu as well, because
his
he
hypocrisy.
gave you a home and he loves you, and then he's like, and then Haruka, like, gets in between him, and then Haruka slaps him, which is, hell yeah, Haruka.
Cool.
You should have practiced Uncle Kiryu's tiger drop, but, we're working on it. Then Mine gets one over. He gets even with Kiryu because he does slap Haruka back, which is absolutely not Hedgehog cool, but you know what?
This is
if you're gonna
now, listeners, we need you to understand. This is not cool. Not like the time.
This is not. It is not cool to slap a child.
Thing.
All I'm saying is that if you're gonna fault Mine for slapping Haruka, you absolutely have to hold Kiryu accountable because he did do it as well. So, and then some real sad shit happens here. When I played this game the first time, I was having a fucking breakdown here.
This is like like an episode of a cartoon, but it got really dark.
Like
because the guys with the sledgehammer show up, they're rolling in and they're going to wreck the orphanage, and then one looks over to the side and he sees the doghouse.
This fucking guy. This guy is only here to be a piece of shit. Like
he's like, I fucking hate orphans. I hate little kids.
This guy is.
This guy is on the r/child free.
I mean, this is a guy who's woke up and had made the conscious decision to be the villain because, like, okay. You're a Yakuza. You're living on the edge of crime. Whatever you're doing, you're going to listen to your Oyabun's orders no matter what. This guy is telling you to tear down this orphanage with sledgehammers. I mean, I'm not gonna say that the other guys are good, but this dude goes straight for Mame's doghouse. Like this guy woke up.
He's trying to get like a gold star today. Like he's going above and beyond. He
wants Tamashiro to be so proud of him for how evil he's being. So he goes in, pushes. There's a crying child. Please don't break the doghouse.
Please, no, don't do it.
And he pushes the child. That this literally
get
does
out of the way, you
us,
little goyle.
I'm just gonna do this to be the worst. He goes in. He swings the hammer. This is the worst thing ever. Mikio is there because he built the fucking doghouse, and he just like he throws himself in front of it, and he's just like, I will not let you destroy this doghouse. I will lay down my life to keep you from destroying the doghouse.
Yeah, he dives on top of the doghouse, and the guy's just like, okay. And he just brings that sledgehammer right down on Mikio's fucking spine.
And I always have to remind ever since I played Yakuza 0, Kiryu can use a sledgehammer in combat, and every time I think about it, I'm just like, oh, one sledgehammer to the head. That's a Tanimura, not a Tanimura moment. Why can't I think of his name?
Tachibana.
Tachibana moment. That's a Tachibana moment. That's what killed Tachibana. Yeah, Mikio is dead.
Slammed in the head with a fucking sledgehammer.
Tachibana's death is so...
He dives on top of the doghouse and gets hit with the sledgehammer the first time, and then the guy's like, okay, fine. And he hits him again.
And he hits him right at the base of his neck.
Yeah, like in the back of the neck. Like, I'm surprised
it's awful. And he
fucking just break his neck. Right
yeah, like he broke his... Like, it looks like he broke his neck. I will say, thankfully, if you haven't played this game, thankfully... Mikio is alive. He didn't die. But I always just think about that moment in Yakuza 0. A very good moment, by the way. I mean, a bad moment, but like a good cutscene where you see Tachibana get hit in the head with the sledgehammer in a way that is so clear, like so clear to the viewer that it is a fatal blow. Yeah. And it's not like it doesn't break his head open. It doesn't like... It just... You just see that damage done, and you're like, oh my god. That is truly horrible to watch. And I felt the same thing with Mikio. Like that is an injury. That is a real injury. That's not cartoon violence. That is real violence that has been done on this man.
Yeah.
And he is just ruined. Like it just really. I mean, Jesus. And then they go to tear down the orphanage. The kids are watching. There's a bulldozer they bring in.
Yeah, they have a bulldozer come in through the wall to rip this fucking place down. The sledgehammers were just for show. This is the real moneymaker.
Maybe they're gonna do an Extreme Makeover Home Edition for them.
Yeah.
Extreme Makeover Tamashiro edition.
Ah.
Extreme.
We put knives in every room, kids.
We liked your orphanage before, but now it's a big pile of rubble. Do you like it?
Do you like it now?
Not really.
You'd use these splinters to maybe stab each other? Here's a butterfly knife. Do you like that?
I forgot that Tamashiro was a knife guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was funny.
He's pivoted to being a gun guy in this chapter.
True. He's an everyday carry kind of guy. He's like, I got my flashlight, I got my knife, I got my whetstone, I got my fire starter in case that I need that in the city. By the way, if you, imagine playing this game, and Taichi runs in, and you see this cutscene, and Mine's slats Haruka, and Mikio gets bashed in the neck hole with a sledgehammer, and then Kiryu's talking to Kazuma one more time, or Joji, and he's just like, I think this is when Joji tells him that he can take a helicopter to the hospital when he's ready, I believe, possibly. And
he can what? He's like, I've got the hookup. I can get you to Tokyo extra fast,
very quickly. And also, Mine's working with Black Monday.
Also, when they cut back to Kiryu after this flashback, he's extremely pissed.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, you've basically made this man madder than anyone. Also, Andre Richardson, the leader of Black Monday, who we know about, is probably there at the hospital for some reason.
At the hospital to kill Daigo.
I love when a villain doesn't appear in a game until literally the final moment of the game. Is this the second time in the series? Yes, this is the second time in the series where the real villain shows up at the very end.
Wow, this is Jingu Erasure.
Yeah, no, I said it's the second time. I just said that.
Oh, well, what about Yakuza 2? That they also did that there.
Well, to be fair, he was in the game. He just shows up alive at the end, and he's the secret villain. But also, he's not even the secret villain. Anyway, Terada shows up at the end, but he's like a secret villain. I mean, really, shout out to Yakuza 0 for having the bold storytelling decision of introducing the villains at the beginning and having them be active presences throughout the whole story. Who would have thought? Who would have known?
Who would have thought?
Oh my god. So, Andre Richardson, the greatest, most important villain, will be there. This is the part where if you do side content in this moment, instead of going straight to the orphanage, you're a bastard.
Well, it's like he knows that the final boss fight's going to be there. He needs to be there because obviously.
Yeah. Oh, very true. I mean, he knows that he's got to make an appearance in the story. Could you imagine playing this game and Taichi comes in and he's like, the orphanage got destroyed, and then Kiryu's like, okay, I'm gonna go to the host club for a few. Like, I gotta play the host club. I gotta go do some sub stories.
Hell yeah, I'm just gonna go by Papo and pick up some fucking staminans first. Could you?
I gotta go flirt with the lady who speaks English.
Yeah, I just gotta like get my dick wet like real quick.
I was promised the ride of my life.
I was promised a fantasy zone.
Could you imagine, by the way, because Kiryu in Yakuza 0, he thinks he's gonna get some when he is promised the ride of his life. Imagine, and you know, he does at the end of it get to play Super Hang-On, which is like you get to sit on a motorcycle and play. Imagine how disappointing it would have been for him if it was just like, Kiryu-san, do you want to come to my fantasy zone? And he's like, oh my god, and then that's what he has to play Fantasy Zone after. I don't think I could get past the first screen of that game.
If you do really good at Outrun, I could show you my Space Harrier.
Hey Kiryu, wanna see my Boxelius?
Oh, I would love to.
Oh man. So we go back to the orphanage and it's gone. It's rubble.
It's just a pile of wood.
Poor fucking. This is terrible. They got a tarp set up. Listen, which of the orphans started this trash can fire, by the way?
They just appear, you know?
No. It was it was Koji. Little fire boy. I know this type. I know the fire. I know the kids who like to play with fire.
You think he's one of those?
Oh, I think he's a firebug for sure. Or
Okay.
you know what? It's one of the I can't remember the tiny girl. Is that Izumi?
Izumi I think is the youngest one. Yeah.
I made it my goal this game to remember the names of the children, and I failed that goal, but I did remember the names of all the Ninja Turtles. I forgot.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the way,
Can you remember what weapons they use?
Okay, let me see if I can. I haven't thought about this in a month. Okay. Michelangelo is orange, and he uses nunchucks.
Yep.
Donatello is purple, and he uses a bow staff.
There we go.
Raphael is red, and he uses a sai. And Leonardo is blue, and he uses two swords.
Look at that guy. Look at this guy.
Woo! That feels good.
Got it.
That feels good. Hell yeah. I can't remember the names of the children, but I can. I did learn one thing. Incredible. I'm so proud of myself.
Proud of you.
Mikio is alive, which is good.
He is alive, although he does have a second, moment where it's like, oh no, is he dead?
Yeah, it really seems like he did. Oh, also, we forgot to mention, Tamashiro, before they tear down the orphanage, Nakahara, he grovels before Tamashiro, and he's like, kill me, just leave this orphanage alone.
Yeah.
Please, this has nothing to do with Kiryu, and then Tamashiro's like, ooh,
No, I want to make you suffer, old man. Joker.
And then we find out that Tamashiro is gone, and has taken Nakahara with him. That's what Mikio tells us. So, and then Mikio seemingly dies, but
Don't let Mine win.
Yeah. And then we find out that he is alive.
Yeah, no, we just cut to Rikia on the phone, and he's like, oh, he's gonna pull through, guys. Don't worry, he's gonna be all right.
And that means that it's Mikio's alive. My thought here, and I know Yakuza. I know Yakuza is like the Yakuza are criminals and they do crime, and like from my understanding, at least in the way the game works, is like the police are like kind of it's like a problem that the police aren't always able to solve because it's like so prevalent, and like we've woven into the underground and stuff. I think just an opinion, and listen, I'm not saying the cops are great. I'm not saying that I like the police. I think if a bunch of Yakuza show up in your neighborhood and tear down the orphanage that all the children live in, I think that at least warrants a phone call.
Well,
it's
we'll
funny
find
because
out later that they do in fact call the cops.
Maybe one of the first
but not for the
times
crime
in the
of
series,
ripping down the orphanage. For
I know.
the crime of like kidnapping an old man.
This is a neighborhood. There are people like you talk to Kiryu's neighbor.
What are the neighbors
like,
doing?
Man.
Gee willikers, Kiryu, it sure is a real shame-iddly shame they tore down your orphanage.
There's an inexplicable thing in this game where for some reason, literally like you would make a joke about what is like the nicest thing you can do. It's like you running an orphanage, or like it's like it's a orphanage and you give books to children.
If we defund the cops, then what are you going to do when the gangsters come around and tear down your orphanage, huh?
Literally, like the nicest, the most generous person in your town. For some reason, people hate Kiryu and his children. I don't really understand. I get, I don't know, there's a stigma against orphans, I guess. Like, I don't know. To me, helping an orphan sounds like a thing that you couldn't possibly have any moral objection to. But for some reason, people in this town are like, we hate orphans. So maybe they, like, helped bankroll Tamashiro. Like, that fucking teacher. The teacher probably is the one behind it. You go to the hospital and
he's a rich teachers union member, and he funded this all himself.
Like Kiryu was playing golf.
This is also why we need to get rid of teachers unions.
Kiryu shows up at a school board meeting, beats up all the people there complaining. Anyway, we gotta go save Nakahara.
Don't misunderstand.
He's not at the school. No, he's there to beat up the people at the school board meeting.
No, I don't actually think we should get rid of teachers unions. I think they should.
Argyle, I can't believe you'd say that you should get rid of my union. What I'm saying is that Kiryu is going to...
It's fine. You can say that you think they should get rid of the NRLCA, and,
I don't think they should get rid of... I don't know. I mean, no, I don't think they should. I don't... Well, actually, I'm assuming that's the union that you're in, but... Yes. I can't believe you said the NRLCA is the the Nazis really lovely
Carriers Association.
cannibalists. Yeah, caterers associate, the people who basically give Nazis food for free. What the fuck is wrong with you? Listen, the only bad unions are police officers unions. You know you know where I stand with this. But anyway, here's my proposal. Kiryu is going to a school board meeting, and he's here to, get that one teacher fired who, is just literally the most comically evil man besides Tamashiro. Unfortunately, there's too many right-wing cranks hogging the mic, and that's just the perfect opportunity for a
they're
long
all
battle.
in the way. There's a bunch of conservatives standing in the way, holding sofas, saying, "I need to talk." I need to
no
not be
critical
able to
race
not
theory
have
in
to
our
wear a mask.
school.
My
Long
child
battle
should not
at
have
the
to wear a
school board.
mask.
So we're gonna go rescue. We're gonna rescue Nakahara from the bullfighting ring.
There's a bullfighting ring on the edge of town that Tamashiro has been using as his hideout for the last year.
I have to assume this is an Okinawan thing. There's no way that RGG was just like bullfighting ring.
Bullfighting ring.
This must be like a thing, right?
I'm not really that like, what about the bullfighting ring? About there being one that exists? I'm more like, what about the fact that Tamashiro has been using it as his hideout?
Oh yeah, it says here. Look. Ushi-orase is an Okinawan style of bullfighting.
Oh.
Where apparently the bulls fight each other, which is interesting.
Interesting.
Bullfighting is bad. Animal cruelty to me. I know it's a cultural thing, but also I don't like when animals die. Oh, this says here that the coaches take great care to prevent the bulls from harming each other, and the fight is immediately over if one of them accidentally gores the other. Interesting. Learned a new thing today.
Wow.
I guess that's why. And it says on Wikipedia, all bullfighting rings in Okinawa owned by Tamashiro, the knife
Tamashiro family.
Tamashiro, the Tamashiro family.
They make the bulls fight. It's an ancient Okinawan tradition. They have the bulls fight each other, but they also throw old men in there.
They put an old man in there just as an extra excitement for the crowd. Did you know that there's a traditional Japanese horse race where instead of making the horses run really fast, they make the horses pull really, really heavy carts over hills?
Cool. All right.
Yeah. It's called, I keep thinking it's called banh mi, but that's a sandwich.
That's a sandwich, you stupid idiot. Fucking piece of shit.
It's called bane.
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 The bane is also a type of sandwich.
I'm gonna be honest. It seems like the most boring thing that you could ever watch, because I think horse racing itself is pretty boring.
They have like tractor pulls, it's like that, but
yeah,
analog.
I think it sounds really boring. I think watching cars go really fast in a circle is boring, and those cars are going hundreds of miles an hour. Mm-hmm. This is the part where I just tear down every sport that I don't like. And listen, folks, football, too much stop and start. I think football is fucking boring.
I think, they gotta stop it. I think in
listen,
basketball,
I know people talk shit about soccer, but at least that game goes for a solid 90 minutes nonstop, and it just, there's no stop and start to it, and that's a great thing. Gotta appreciate that. The only time they stop playing is when someone pretends that they got hurt. Ooh, ow!
Oh, you little weenie! Oh, what'd you do? You scraped your
Why is Dante playing? Oh, jeez! Oh,
Kiryu, I sprained my ankle again. I'm not built for this, Kiryu. They keep breaking my ankles. I got posterized the other day.
We gotta go save Nakahara from the bullfighting. And Rikia's like, listen, Kiryu, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna die on purpose. And Kiryu's like,
that would be fucking stupid. Are you kidding me?
Listen, Kiryu's been looking out for Rikia this whole game. He's a little boy, he's a little puppy of a man. And I love him, and I want to put him in my pocket and carry him around because he's a little guy. But Kiryu, he doesn't get it right every time, because he's just like, you need to stay behind. This isn't your fight. You're young, and this is my battle. And listen, when the time is right, you're gonna go out in a blaze of glory. And it's like, wait, whoa,
hold on.
Why are we talking about Rikia dying?
I get all the stuff about not throwing your life away. Like, that's not gonna make you a real man or anything like that.
Why is he listen? You gotta have the coolest death that you ever seen, otherwise it's not worth. Kiryu, Isn't the whole thing? You're young. You're sitting here. Don't throw your life away. You've seen this happen, but listen.
Don't throw your
Kiryu,
life away
you're
unless it's really cool.
Your brother, your brother in blood, he died in a blaze of glory, and it was the worst thing. You were so upset about it.
Fucking awful.
He was at the top of the Millennium Tower. He had hair like Darth Vader. He said, "I'm Nishiki. I'm in the movie now." And then Shingo's head got blown off by a character.
You drank a Stamina X and you beat his ass to a really bad song.
And then Yumi showed up and she said, "I am Yumi Sawamura, and I'm also going to kill myself
I'm Mizuki
for literally."
And I'm going to blow myself up.
I'm going to blow my daughter up on accident.
And also my husband. I think. Did they even mention that Jingo was Haruka's dad in that movie?
I don't think so. No, I don't know if that's even.
I don't think they did.
Oh my god! If you haven't listened to that episode, please, for the love of God, that was
batshit movie.
Oh my god. Yeah, Kiryu goes to the bullfighting ring, and he tells Rikia to stay behind and to have the coolest death scene, but not in this game, he says. He says,
yeah,
Rikia...
It's like, all right, up until that point where he's like, you're going to go out.
Yeah, he literally face-planted so hard. It's like if he told that, you know, when when Taichi had his asthma scare, and he's like, Taichi, you need to take it easy because right now your dream might seem far away, but it's not going to be forever, and you can take that time to recover because part of becoming an athlete is taking care of yourself. And if you push yourself too hard, your dream is going to fade away. And also, when the time comes, you should definitely die in the coolest way possible for no reason. Kiryu, whoa.
Hang on.
That was good advice up until the very end where you told the boy to die in the coolest way possible. Little puppy dog of a man. Put him in your pocket, carry him around. Time for climactic showdown.
Yeah.
Do you have an essence of education before we get in it?
Oh, do we want to do that now? I was gonna do it like at the end.
At the end? I don't know if I'm gonna be up for it at the end, Argyle. I think it's gonna ruin my fucking night.
Okay, if you want to do it now, I can do it now.
Yeah, Nakahara can wait. He's fine. He's got plenty of water in that bullfighting ring.
He's listening to his favorite music. The
He's got his favorite music
love
on.
it. They're
the Tamashiro boss fight music. He loves it.
Mm-hmm.
He loves the sound of thumping bulls.
All right, let me pull up my fucking Google Doc.
Oh yeah, because they haven't done an Essence of Education in a while. The next one will be in Yakuza 4. I already know what it's going to be about, and I'm very excited to write it.
Okay, so this is kind of a rough overview of kind of the history of American military bases in Okinawa.
Oh shit! All right, we're getting in there.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out, Argyle. You're going to make some people mad. You're going to have to write a notes apology. Just kidding.
I refuse. One of the possible outcomes of this plot is that a new military base, an American military base, is built in Okinawa. This is not a new thing by any means. So Okinawa, we're just going to start at World War II. At the time had about a 300,000 person, like, civilian population. It's estimated that I saw estimates from about 100,000 to 150,000 of those civilians were killed in the Battle of Okinawa. The Okinawan Islands are basically the only ones that saw, like, the only, like, populated Japanese islands that saw, like, a land invasion during the war.
Because they didn't invade the mainland of Japan during
they did not. They did a different thing. We're not gonna.
But they didn't.
We're not going to get into that. And after World War II, all of Japan came under occupation by the United States. It was just entirely under American control. They made a new constitution that was written primarily by Americans, and they restructured its government to a parliamentary system. And while that occupation of the most of Japan ended in 1952, for the Ryukyu Islands in Okinawa, that lasted for another 20 years. During
we just gotta. We're checking. We're making sure.
We're checking. I'm pretty sure.
We gotta make sure. We gotta make sure.
Okinawa.
We gotta make sure that when the troops leave, we gotta make sure they don't accidentally become Imperial Japan. We gotta check. And I have no reason to believe it had anything to do with any other countries that might be in that area of the world.
It absolutely did with the dawn of the Second Cold War, the Second Red Scare. And the Cold War, the nearby threat of Russia and Communist China. It was very important to the American government to have.
It's just a good place for checking on the Russians and the Soviets. It's just a good place to check, Argyle.
The Maoists
and the Maoists. It's so much. Listen, you gotta listen. And especially
with once the Korean War and also the Vietnam War kicked off.
I just gotta throw something out there. If you have a neighbor, in your town that I really don't like, you're going to be okay with me moving into your house to keep an eye on them, right?
I'm in your bedroom. I'm looking out the window.
And I will literally never leave. And also, while I'm there, I am going to dump toxic pollutants into your water is the other thing I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that.
I know. I knew you were going to talk about that.
With the Cold War kicking off and the Korean War and the Vietnam War, having these bases right nearby on Okinawa was very important to the American government. The Ryukyu Islands were basically run as a territory. They even used American currency, and they drove on the right side of the road during this time.
Does that still happen? Did they ever switch back? Or
they did switch back. They drive on the left side now.
That must have been a really confusing couple of weeks for people.
Oh yeah.
Do you think there was a lot of accidents that week?
Almost.
How do you even go about doing that? Are you
I don't know. Do you just have to broadcast it over loudspeakers? Hey, we're driving on the other side now.
Do you think
you obviously have to repaint intersections at stoplights.
When we set our clocks back I live in a state we are listen, the one thing you love about Arizona,
Arizona, a lot of problems, but there's one good thing about it.
There's one good thing. It's that we are not idiots who set our clock back for no fucking reason. But when you do set the clock back, people can't set their clock back an hour without mass confusion and everyone wakes and we
live in an era where most of the clocks that people see automatically set themselves, and it still
confuses the fuck out of people.
We still fuck it up.
You're gonna tell me that this whole city, all these people were just all right, we'll switch on the other side of the road. I need to know more about that. But thank you for informing me.
I'm sorry. I didn't go in depth on the process of switching.
No, I know. I just sometimes I latch on to things and I get very curious about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe look into that yourself. And so during this time, their government was completely subservient to the United States. They did technically have their own government, but again, basically anything that the United States civil administration said, they had to follow. They could just veto any decision that was made by the government, and they didn't really have any power.
Listen, one thing you got to know about Americans is we love freedom. Wink, wink,
wink. Yeah, it was even publicly said by one of the heads of the civil administration, Okinawan self-determination is a myth or something along those lines. He literally said that.
We're checking.
There was a huge amount of backlash because
Argyle, if the Americans let them do what they want, they might accidentally become Imperial Japan again. We gotta check. It's so important that we just gotta keep checking. Okay, It's important.
And during this time, while America had established military bases all over Japan as part of the U.S.-Japan Security Treaty, Okinawa was kind of the focal point of these efforts, with 75% of United States Forces Japan bases being located in the prefecture.
You say 75 goddamn percent?
75% of our total bases and troops in Japan were based on Okinawa, just that one island.
Okinawa's not very big.
It's not that goddamn big.
Oh my god, it's 463 square miles!
Even after the 1971 reversion agreement, the bases remained, and as recently as 2006, 18% of Okinawa's land was taken up by these bases.
Jesus Christ, America! Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
I think we're down to 12.5%, something like that.
Just
an eighth of their land.
Oh my god.
a lot of this land was arable, so this was land that was previously used by farmers, and
They don't need
Okinawa
it. They
had
don't
a
need it. Big truck. Big truck.
I don't know about that, because they had a pretty heavily agricultural based economy, so taking a lot of that land really kind of put a hamper on that.
I don't like Argyle.
A lot
I
of
don't
this
like
land was also taken at gunpoint, basically, from the farmers.
Argyle, I don't like your neighbor. I'm going to move into your house to keep an eye on him. Also, 12% of your fridge, I'm going to just put concrete in it, so you can't
taking
use
over
it.
your herb garden. You can't use.
I'm going to take
anymore.
over your
It's
herb
fine.
garden. I'm also, by the way, you're not allowed to use the sink anymore unless you pay me money.
Mm-hmm.
I need to check. I need to keep an eye on these guys across the street. I don't like them. I don't like the look of it.
Yeah.
I don't like. Listen, they don't do. I don't like the way they're doing things over there.
Yeah, and this is something that continues even today, right? Like these
Great.
bases didn't go anywhere after the reversion agreement, and that is a pretty big hot button issue for the people of Okinawa then and now. Politicians kind of ebb and they gain power and lose power kind of based on their ability to promise and then not follow through on those promises to get rid of the American bases. This has gone up to the office of the prime minister with in 2010 Yukio Hadoyama cited breaking his promise to close Marine Corps Air Station Futenma as one of the reasons for his resignation. That was like a big campaign promise, and then he just kind of immediately went back on that.
I mean,
and
listen, don't make
made
promises
a
you can't
deal with
keep.
Obama to keep the
Yeah.
fucking base there.
Well, we've got to keep checking.
If
And
you
it's
like
really
your
important.
base, you can keep it. If
If
you
I
don't
like
like your
your base-
base, you're keeping it anyways.
If I like your base, I can keep your base. And we just got to let you know that we're never going to stop checking.
Yeah, so this is this Air Station Futenma in particular is kind of a big focal point for this controversy. The base is located right in the middle of the city of Ginawan, which has a population of over 90,000 people. If you look at an aerial photo of the city, it's just like it's a lot of densely packed, urban areas, and then there's just a huge fucking airstrip right in the middle.
What's the city called?
Ginawan, Ginowan.
W-A-N. Okinawa. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna look at it and see what you're talking about because I want to. I like. I like to be. I like to. I like to be mad. I like to be mad at things. I don't. I don't like. I don't like the. I don't like this. Oh. There it is. Oh, that is a big. Oh, that is. Wow. Okay. Wow. That is a. Argyle. When you said big airstrip, I was not.
No,
I
might have like a lowballed it a little bit.
It's literally like the city just stops existing in the middle of it so that there can be an air.
Yeah, no, there's
airstrip
just like
there.
this huge bit of negative space right in the middle where this fucking airbase is.
Great. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a big ass airbase, huh?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they kind of
love our
got to be
country.
big for planes to.
Yeah,
take
you got to
off
take
from
the
there.
planes. I mean, you
Yeah.
need to know. You need to be able to scramble the jets in case any of those other guys.
You know who we're talking about.
You know.
So the citizens are not very happy about this. They raise concerns about the danger of having this base so close to the urban areas. There have been incidents of aircraft crashing, one of them being like
Jesus Christ.
at one of the universities in the city. I don't think anybody was killed, but that's still extremely like frightening to have happen because these things are taking off all the fucking time, even though even in peacetime, but especially back in the 60s and 70s, this was happening all the time. So having this airfield so close to the populated areas, as well as the noise from jets, military equipment, and things.
I'll tell you something. Listen, I lived by an airport one time, and I've also lived by a construction site. And both of those places are basically like living near either of those things. Like noise, people will think like if you don't live near a place with a lot of noise, you'll think, no, okay, come on, just calm down, just live with it, just live with the noise. It literally like
there's a reason that
near,
like real estate located like near airfields or like under the paths of like landing planes is
it literally should be a human rights violation to have to deal. It literally ruins your it is the most horrible thing. It ruins your life, and sometimes it's a saxophone player. Also,
sometimes it's a saxophone player or maybe a drummer. And I should be allowed to go into their apartment with a gun. And
I should
maybe
be
not
able.
shoot
I
them,
should
but
be
at
allowed
least
to
threaten
annex. I should be allowed to move in to my other downstairs neighbor's apartment.
them. Plant a flag in the
just-
middle of their living room and decree that they cannot play drums anymore.
And then if they do play drums, I will hit them with heavy sanctions that will ruin their economy. And I'll call it, and then every 8 years I have to agree. I have to check. Every 8 years they have to promise and re-sign this agreement that they're not going to own a saxophone. I'm talking about Iran
You're
right
exporting more than the annual allowance of decibels and drumming noise. You're not allowed to do
now.
this.
Jesus.
We're gonna be coming down on you like a bag of hammers, sir.
The other thing, by the way, don't forget, is that I was also the person that bought them the drum set and the saxophone, and I helped them find the apartment downstairs.
I funded them buying. I sent them lethal aid in the form of a saxophone.
I didn't like my other neighbors, so I helped evict them.
I hired
moved
some
in this
moderate
drummer and
rebels with saxophones and drums.
Isn't global politics so fun, Argyle?
They're freedom fighters. Mm-hmm. Look, I'm just saying. I really didn't like that other neighbor, but this guy. Ooh,
This guy.
guy's
Listen,
the
I
worst.
have to admit that I shouldn't have moved the drummer in on my own dime. I really shouldn't have moved him in, but now I'm gonna make him sign an agreement that if
When he threw that
agree-
flute through my window, that was the last
if he even
straw.
thinks about playing the drums, I will ruin him. I will ruin him. Even if he's just practicing for a gig, I will ruin him.
I'm just saying.
Continue.
Just saying. Okay, so yeah, the noise pollution and the regular pollution, normal style pollution, things like toxic waste, glowing green barrels of ooze from Doom 2.
You hear about just how much emissions and pollution comes from.
Oh yeah, the American military is the
exclusively
biggest single
military, yeah.
pollution maker in the country. We just exported a little bit of that to Japan. Just like destroying the natural environment, like the water, like Okinawa, big tourist site.
Okinawa's a very
it's known
beautiful
for its beaches,
place,
beautiful
and
oceans,
also, yeah,
like
that's a good
seafront,
point. Is that tourism is a big industry in Okinawa.
fishing.
Big industry there. Fishing and it's beautiful. The nature, it's beautiful in Okinawa. So I mean, I'm really glad to hear that our beloved countrymen are taking good care of their landscape and definitely not polluting the water like a comical cartoon villain amount, like dumping ooze.
Yeah, like
Dumping,
a fucking Captain
like the
Planet
Onceler.
villain, just like
the Onceler.
like the Onceler. How bad?
Like
maybe?
the Onceler. And then when people are like, "Can you stop literally like putting poison in the water for
Hey,
no
you're
reason?"
destroying like these extremely like beautiful and like valuable reefs that like
and kill it,
these
and
will never come
and
back.
making people sick, is the thing, is the other one.
Yeah, making people sick, like actually affecting the people. Not like it's one thing, I guess, to be like, oh, you're destroying these reefs and all these schools of fish that we depend upon for our economy. It's another thing. The actual people are dying. I don't know. The air quality is horrible. The water quality horrible. Anyways, so yeah, the pollution from it also really, really bad. There have even been cases of American soldiers stationed in the base committing crimes in the city. I'm not gonna get into what kind of crimes, but you can imagine.
American soldiers have never done any horrific crimes against the people they're occupying. That's another thing you gotta know about America.
So this is, nobody likes this fucking base. They want to get rid of it. There have been plans kicking around for like decades to relocate it, with basically no progress being made. The current plan, and this is something that is as recent as like a couple years ago. This is something that's being protested, and like right now, basically. The plan is to construct a base at Hinoko Bay, still on Okinawa, by the way. And it has been met with no shortage of protests, primarily concerning, again, the environmental impact of such a base, because there are a lot of reefs at Hinoko Bay.
Great. United
and
States.
they
I'm sure,
the plan is to basically build the base like on top of the reefs. Like I'm not even joking.
I'm
about this.
100% sure that our beautiful, wonderful, brave American military that we love and support, and I'm saluting right now. I'm sure they'll take good care of those lovely reefs. Sure, they won't
It's just a
ruin
little
them.
bit of coral. Look, it's
Just a
basically
little bit of
rocks.
coral. We can get more of it.
It's basically
There's
rocks.
lots of coral in the ocean.
There's tons of it.
So much coral. Who gives a rat's
Who cares?
if we get some... This is making me so angry, dude.
Yeah, and I bring up Futenma just as a specific example that is kind of emblematic of the whole. These are not exclusive to this one base.
You said
these happen
12%,
all
right?
over the island. Yeah, no, fucking like 12%, 10 to 15% of the island is taken up by these bases, and this happens everywhere. The pollution,
Yeah.
the noise pollution, the crimes, the all of it, just horrible. I think Futenma in particular also has V-22 Osprey's base there, and if you're familiar with
We
those,
love the Osprey. That's a
we
really
love the
cool-
Osprey. If you haven't listened to the if you haven't listened to the Well There's Your Problem episode on the V-22 Osprey, I'd really recommend it. Very good, one of my favorites.
an Osprey literally just exploded like this week.
Great.
And
Yeah.
I really got to wonder how much universal healthcare that plane could have gotten me, by the way.
Oh, well, we got to build the F-35.
This is someone's first episode, by the way. Someone's listening. I can't believe they're getting political on this Yakuza podcast. Oh my goodness! I thought they were going to take this. I can't even believe this.
Yeah, the V-22 is basically a machine designed to kill American soldiers, and while we are in favor of that, it's being based on an island in Japan. It could potentially kill.
Plane. Yeah, listen. If they're flying this plane in like the deserts of the Mojave or something, and it explodes,
The Mojave
then,
Desert, where we're at war right now.
Yeah, like
with
just
Las
flying
Vegas.
around, doing some stunts, flying around in Death Valley, like, and it explodes. It's like whatever, but like people live in Okinawa. People live in the places where the planes are exploding over.
Yeah, if they want to get into a death spiral in the middle of the Grand Canyon and crash into Snake River, I don't
Grand
care.
Canyon.
None of my business.
Listen, Grand Canyon. No. I don't want anything to happen to that canyon. No way. No way. Absolutely not. That is a beautiful work of. That is one of nature's most beautiful works of art and an important indigenous site. I don't want anything to happen
That's
to that
fair.
canyon.
They want to crash into that little Eiffel Tower that they have in Las Vegas.
If they're doing donuts over Paris Casino. If they're doing donuts over Amazon's corporate campus, they could do that. I'm fine
The
with it.
Venetian in Las Vegas.
Oh, my favorite GeoGuessr guess. I know where it is. Oh, do you have anything else? Because that's that was a good one, Argyle. Is there any?
Yeah, I've got a little bit more.
Any concluding thoughts? Hell yeah.
Do you like nuclear weapons?
No.
How do you feel about?
No. I
America
think they're
certainly does.
really bad.
Oh, okay. Well, that's too
They
bad
got-
because I'm about to talk about.
Great.
So while the American government has a policy of neither confirming or denying the current presence of nuclear weapons in Japan,
Can't be
that is
certain
today.
that there's...
Now, the Japanese constitution is very explicit about not having nuclear weapons based on the island, in the nation. Like they're very anti-nuclear weapons, as you might imagine. The American government having bases there, they're kind of secretive about if they do or don't. However, it is known.
Can't be certain.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying there's no way to know.
There's no way to know. Anyways, there's no way to know now because we refuse to disclose whether we do or don't. But it is pretty well estimated that before the reversion agreement, at least, up to about 1,200 warheads may have been hosted on the island of Okinawa.
Argyle, have you ever seen Nathan For You?
I have not.
Oh, man. Because there is a bit on Nathan For You where he is trying to explain to a hotel how they can exterminate bugs in the most discreet and secret way possible. Like, so people who are staying in the hotel don't know that they're in a bed bug-ridden hotel. And there's a bit where he showcases how to remove a mattress without anyone being suspecting of it. And I want you to go. I'll send it to you later. I just want you to know that is what I'm thinking when you describe to me Americans secretly removing up to 1,200 nuclear warheads from Okinawa, and how they might be able to do that without anyone noticing. They just put it under a big racist Asian dragon costume and just sneak it out the door.
Okay. So yeah, up to 1,200 nuclear warheads may have been stored on Okinawa at some point, just in case. These included such armaments as the atomic cannon, which is basically a howitzer that can fire a nuclear bomb. I didn't know about this before I looked at it. I
knew about the Davy Crockett, but
the Davy Crockett. They did have the Davy Crockett there.
Great!
Yay! There was another one that is like basically like a bomb that like a soldier can carry around and just like strategically plant.
This is like like the Avengers of city exterminating nightmare weapons that are the worst thing. It's like the
man-made horrors beyond my
yeah. I want to watch the team up movie where the Davy Crockett and the
atomic cannon,
the atomic cannon team up, and there's also just a dude carrying around like a super mutant in Fallout, like a little mini nuclear bomb, and he runs in around. And puts it down.
As it turns out, we were also developing the forced evolutionary virus on the island of Okinawa.
Literally nothing that you could tell me about the American military. Nothing that you told me anymore would surprise me. If you said, yeah, we were trying to figure out how to turn people into super mutants from Fallout, the video game, I would be like, yeah, okay. I mean, duh.
Yeah, probably.
Duh. That checks out.
I mean, an osprey is basically a vertibird.
I mean, pretty much.
So these things were not just stored there. There were actually a number of fuck-ups and blunders and mishaps involving these nuclear bombs, including one where one of the missiles that witnesses say did have a nuclear warhead on it was fired.
Dude... I can't. I literally have my head in my hands.
They were doing like a test run on it, and it was so instead of being like in the up position where it fires into the air, it was in the completely horizontal position because they weren't actually like trying to launch it, and they accidentally set it off, and it fucking like went out and like skimmed across the water, and just like it didn't explode, but like it did end up killing like several servicemen.
I literally can't believe the things you're. Literally, my jaw is agape right now. But also, it's completely unsurprising.
Yeah, unsurprising.
Jesus, dude. It really does. Like with our country, it genuinely is a miracle that like a city has not gotten completely blown up by a nuclear bomb for no reason.
Yeah,
it's a fucking miracle.
Yeah, let me see. Other accidents. Yeah, so that one was accidentally launched. That's not the only time we did that. The other ones weren't on Okinawa, but there have been other incidents on Okinawa. There was a fucking attack aircraft that had a nuclear bomb attached to it, like rolled off of an aircraft carrier, just like into the sea,
into the ocean.
Yeah, we just lost it.
I just think with the amount of nuclear bomb, like the amount of devastation that one of those, you just think they'd be like at least 10% more careful with them than they currently they used to be. I mean, I don't know what it's like now. I did remember seeing one time that apparently like the launch software runs on like floppy disk hardware.
I mean, that's more secure than like having it on the internet. I would much rather it.
I want them to be able to launch. I want Biden to be able to launch the nukes using his from the like comfort of his toilet. Yeah, from his iPhone.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
I want Oval Office to be able to have access to the nuclear arsenal if they need.
Yeah, Commander should have control.
I think they should keep the key to the nuclear bombs on Commander's collar.
Yeah,
because listen,
Jordan,
it's like
what's the name of the fucking cat?
It's Willow.
Willow, we had an app on our iPad pulled up for Willow to play around with, and she accidentally opened up the nuclear bomb launch app.
It's like that idea that the president should have to kill someone to get the codes out. It's like they should keep the keys on Commander or on Major's collar, because the president would have to get close to the evil dog that can't stop biting people if he wants to launch the bombs. The terrible dog.
You're gonna have to lose a few fingers if you want to do this, Mr. President.
Yeah, exactly. Are you a bad enough dude to get near this evil dog? Woof.
Oh, uh, so there have been reports of radioactive cobalt-60 contaminating the waters around Naha Port facility, from which could be runoff from nuclear submarines.
Now, a friendly reminder, by the way, the United States will insist that Japan is one of our staunchest allies in the fight against global terror, and we love Japan, and we're very good. We're good buddies with Japan, but we will take over their bedroom and leave nuclear bombs. And I mean, I can't even think of a fun analogy for this. We'll just leave nuclear bombs around, and and if they ask us to not have them, we'll say no.
Yeah, and while I said that the U.S. does keep pretty hush about whether or not they currently store nuclear bombs on Japan, there are certainly nuclear-equipped submarines that do come to port in Japan, and this is just a known factor.
Near Japan.
They'll come to port like at cities in Japan.
No, but they don't
as part of like
they're,
nuclear deterrence. Well, yeah.
Just in case, like listen. I'm gonna put a tent next to your house, Argyle, and then I'm gonna put a big bomb in it.
Do you mind if I just like park in your garage for a while?
Yeah, can I park in your garage?
I've got a nuke in the trunk of my car, but like no big deal.
No big deal. It's not like the only 2 times any of these things have ever been used. It was on your civilians.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's fine.
And
this is I hate this. Yeah, I'm so angry.
I mean, this is something that is, like I said, is still very controversial amongst Okinawans and amongst Japanese people in general. Like, if they are going to have all these bases, which I mean, not to say that this is entirely their fault, but like the Japanese national government does seem pretty reticent to do anything about it, to put the security treaty like into question. I'm not here to examine Japanese politics. This is more about, as an American person, this is more about the things that my country has done.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, that's I'm not going to talk about.
But this is certainly something that has put a strain on the relationship between Okinawa and the rest of Japan, because, like I said, a lot of the people on the island want this military presence of a foreign force gone, or at least reduced, and the national government is just kind of doesn't want to do anything about it. Like, doesn't even want to like relocate the base to like a different a different part of Japan. Certainly doesn't want to get rid of them, and it's actually kind of become a pretty big pillar in like an Okinawan independence movement, like people who just want to be completely separate. Which
it just goes to show, Argyle, that governments, especially conservative ones, which our government is a conservative government, by the way, don't get it twisted, have absolutely no interest in the well-being of their people. And they don't give a shit. And they don't want to do the things you want them to do, even if they benefit you actively and keep people from dumping poison in your water.
Yeah, and this is while the national government goes on and on about, like, hey, Okinawans are Japanese people, we're all one nation. But also, like, you have to bear this onus of having all these military bases. They gotta be there.
They gotta be there.
But
they
like,
gotta
as
check.
soon as like push comes to shove, like Okinawa gets thrown under the bus, basically. Like, and yeah, people aren't very happy.
That sucks. I'm not very happy about it, and I don't even live there. Wow, that's terrible. I mean, I knew it was terrible, but I didn't. The 12% number that you gave me really. I'm looking at a map of Argyle. I'm looking at that map.
Yeah, Wikipedia has if you just go to any Wikipedia article about this, they'll just have maps where it's like, here's all of Okinawa in red that is U.S. bases, and it's like, I was looking, a lot.
Because you were telling me about the Futenma base, and if you are looking at a map of Okinawa, there is another equally giant base called Kadena Air Base that is just north of it, and it also is just a huge void of space that's being taken up by a military base. There's so many bases here. Oh my god.
Our law enforcement. We love our military. They're important.
That song is really funny, except for the fact that the fact that the guy who wrote it is a literal actual Nazi, like an
He's
actual
being sincere.
I know. I know it's funny.
No.
But
we
also
all know
it was
Baked
written.
Alaska.
Yeah, he lives in my town. I think.
Oh God.
I think he lives.
Is
in
he not an
Scottsdale,
LA
actually.
guy?
No, he lives in Scottsdale with his parents. I'm pretty sure. I think he's a dog walker, or he was at some point.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what he's doing these days. He hasn't really been in the news for a while.
Yeah, I mean, probably because he was doing some silly things at the Capitol that maybe he didn't want a lot of
Was he
publicity.
there?
I think so.
Oh,
I believe he was.
I wouldn't be surprised, but
Oh man! All right. Well, let's. I'm sure nothing. Let's raise our spirits by finishing off this chapter. Argyle.
sorry if that one was a bummer.
No,
let's
it was good. It was good.
I think
content, and I think
it's an important issue, and it was something.
I
That
think our listeners have learned a lot. I certainly
Yeah,
have.
as someone who
appreciate
tries
your
to
hard
stay
work. That was
aware
really
of
good.
like international crimes done by the United States government.
Yeah, no, it's hey, listen to Blowback podcast, by the way.
Listen to Blowback.
Listen to Blowback season 1 for sure. We have arrived at the bullfighting ring, which I now know how bullfighting works, and they don't kill the bulls in Okinawa, which is interesting. And Nakahara's there. He's got his coloring
They
book.
do kill
He's
the
having
old men. They do kill the.
They
old
kill
men.
the old man. Yeah, the old man dies every time. That's a tradition. And Tamashiro's just doing his villain shit. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, and you really fucked me up last time, and I love to destroy your orphanage, and I'm just the biggest villain, and I suck. And then he's like, pulls out a gun, and he's like, if you come any closer, I'm gonna fire this gun, and it's gonna make these bulls really mad, and they'll kill your old friend.
They've got really sensitive ears, Kiryu. If I pull this trigger, they're just they're gonna go nuts.
They're gonna go apeshit.
Who knows what they're gonna do to that old man, that soft old man right there.
Yep, just as soft as fuck.
They've got really sharp horns. I spent all weekend just sharpening
those. Yep, with a little file. And then before he can shoot his gun off, guess what, everybody? Saki's here, and she calls out for her dad.
Riki is also
sweet.
here, but yeah,
Riki's here.
more.
And Riki
Saki is really more important to this scene.
Yeah, it's very emotional. It's very impactful. She's talking. She hasn't spoken since she had a horrible traumatic memory as a child. Rikia arrives to tell us that for the first time in the entire series, someone has elected to call the police when the Yakuza are about to kill someone in front of them, because murder is actually against the law. A lot of people don't know that in these games. So Rikia and listen, cops are bad, but this is a situation that might warrant outside help. They're going to show up and they're going to kill Nakahara. They're going to shoot him dead. And Tamashiro begins to fire his gun in the air, and he's like, hey, fuck you, I'm going to kill you, old man. And then the bulls go crazy. But this rules. This was good as fuck. I love this.
Saki
the strength,
is extremely. She's
this
yelling.
Is the power
she's
of
like,
fatherhood.
Yeah, the bulls are running around. Nakahara's like on the ground. He's looking, worse for wear. What's he gonna do? And Saki yells out like, "Hey, Dad, look out!
Dad, watch out!" And
he gets up on his.
All
feet.
I could think of was Twilight Princess with the Gorons.
Yeah.
He holds A, and he grabs the bull, and he digs in, and he throws it around. Oh my god, it's so good though. Listen. And he loves it, by the way. He's like, oh, shit, I'm in top form right now.
I haven't felt like this in 30 years. Ugh.
He's going to fight 4 bulls.
He's going to fight and eat 3 of them by the time the next cutscene rolls around.
Yes. And we see his tattoo also.
Yes.
And it's, I can't remember what the name of that creature is.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I didn't write down what it is.
It's that, like, big, like, demon dog thing that is all around Okinawa. I'm looking it up.
The lion dog statues.
Yeah, the lion dog. Let's see, tattoo. It's a shisa. He's got a tattoo of a shisa. It's blue, like a teal shisa. It's so fucking sick. I love his tattoo. God, I love Nakahara. Really so good. Rikia. So we're gonna do a big boss fight. The cops are gonna be here in like 8 minutes, says Rikia. That's plenty of time for Kiryu to kick
we never mentioned that
Tamashiro
he's doing this because Mine cut a deal with him. He said he'll give him billions of yen and control over Okinawa if he could kill Kiryu and wipe out the Ryudo family, which considering that's like 4 guys he has
4 guys,
not too bad, not a bad deal.
It's one of those things that it kind of confuses me why he hasn't done it already. Like, it seems like a failing on his part that the Ryudo family exists. still, but
Yeah,
it's okay.
You don't already have control of Okinawa? What are you doing?
Yeah, it seems like you've kind of got things under control here. You did tear down an orphanage unobstructed.
I mean, I think it's literally just because Kiryu lives here now. It's like if he hadn't been living here a year ago, like this wouldn't have happened.
We get a little. It's not a long battle. It's more like a.
It's just a big fight. It's a big brawl.
Yeah.
There's like a dozen guys that you beat up.
They got some sledgehammers too. There's sledge guys, so you can basically give back what happened to Mikio on them. What happened to Tachibana. But I have to complain because at some point you jump into the bull ring and you fight Tamashiro one more time, and he's got a gun this time.
This is not before you also stop a bull, because Kiryu couldn't resist.
Oh yeah,
he had to.
Kiryu.
Do it.
This is we got to keep a running tally of animals that Kiryu has.
Every animal that he fights.
Yeah, because he's fought 2 tigers. He's now tussled with a bull. He doesn't fight it, but at some point someone fights another big animal in the next game.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that.
2 games from now.
Yeah, that's 2 games from now that's going to happen. But yeah, Kiryu's fought 3 large animals.
Oh, and he's fought. I just remembered another fun animal that he fights later. This dude loves beating up apex predators.
Man, I don't even remember. But
actually, bulls are herbivorous.
This is why I mentioned Nakahara eating 3 of them, because there's only one bull left, and it's the one that Kiryu.
Yeah, that's true. All the other bulls are like dead. I don't know what Nakahara did.
I mean, they're not even dead.
Like,
they're just not there. They disappeared.
No, they're like lying on the side of the fighting ring. What are you talking about?
Are they? I didn't see them. Because I see this one. Like, this one is there during the
No, they're just out. Maybe this is PS3 only, but yeah, they're. I mean, I'm looking at. It's not even blinking. He's dead.
He knocked him out.
Nakahara's a murderer.
Okay, yeah, sure. He knocked him out.
Anyway, everyone loves in Yakuza games bosses that do lots of dodging and then shoot you. And then everyone else also loves.
I mean,
when
Tamashiro is probably I'm saying the worst,
least.
but I don't mean like the worst as in he is like bad
he's
to
not
fight.
very good at.
He's just not
annoying.
very good at it. Yeah.
No, but he's still a pain in the ass, and I hate getting shot in these games. And I wish they would just take the guns out. Like it. I hate the guns in these games, Argyle. They literally just are complete.
They're good for building.
I guess that's one of the only good things about. Wait, what are the? I almost just said one of the only good things about Yakuza 7. That's a terrible thing to say. It's one of the many good things about Yakuza 7 is that gun people are not as awful as they are in the action games. I can't believe I just almost said that Yakuza 7 was bad. The fuck is wrong with me? Yakuza 7 is really good.
It's really good. You should play it.
Anyway, that's not much more to say. Tamashiro just does backflips and he shoots you, and there's other guys with guns, and and that's pretty much it. He just loves to be annoying.
I did notice that when he has to reload his gun, he has to reload it like one shot at a time. This is a gun with a magazine. The fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah, what is he like? Is he pretending he's got a revolver?
Yeah, he's doing the revolver ocelot thing.
He's like the thrill of reloading
in a battle.
Is he like putting the bullets in the magazine
There's
one at a time?
There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chamber.
He's front-loading it like a musket. That would be an appropriate Yakuza boss. If the boss has a gun, but he has a musket.
Yeah, one of those old samurai times rifles.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Give us the Kenzan and Ishin ports, please.
Please.
Bring those games to the West. I need them.
Oh, some of the samurai in fucking Osaka
That's true.
Castle,
Didn't
they
have
those?
I think they did have guns, actually. I think you're right.
Yeah, they had old-timey guns. You get to fire a fucking like old-timey Gatling gun. Oh,
like a cowboy
in
movie.
Kiwami, at least.
Hell yeah.
It's like Red Dead Redemption.
Well, Kiryu defeats Tamashiro.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing you got to know about the guy with the gun is that you love to turn your back on the villain with the gun. This is something that Kiryu never learns. He never learns to just take that gun.
This.
He never learns to just, the first thing you do is kick the gun away. Kick the gun away, Kiryu.
Pick the gun up, unload it, like do something.
It's like simultaneously Nakahara is having this very emotional scene with Saki's giving her a hug. It's so sweet. I love Nakahara and Saki. It's very wholesome. And then as it's happening, you're seeing fucking Tamashiro with the gun getting up to shoot to kill. He stands up, he points his gun, he points it at Kiryu. Kiryu looks at him. This is the worst day. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. He fires and Rikia. Oh my god, Rikia got in the way. And it's like right in the chest, like right where his torso is.
Oh yeah, no, like right in the heart.
This is and it's in a cutscene, so you know it counts, and also the blood comes out of his mouth, so you know it counts, and he's gonna die. When I played this game the first time, I mean, when I watched
it's a real punch in the gut.
It's awful. Rikia is so sweet. He's so funny. He's just the goodest boy. And my boy Rikia. And also, though, I will say, shout out to Joji. He killed Lao Ka Long, and I don't fully understand why, but he did kill Tamashiro, and this is good.
Yeah, no, because, like, Kiryu goes in to, like, pick up Rikia to hold him. And Tamashiro's just like, okay, well, I'm going to kill you too now. Two for one. And right before he pulls the trigger, Joji fucking domes him. Like, you see the eyes roll back in his head.
You see the eyes roll back. It's
pretty graphic.
It's pretty... it's well-deserved, I would say. This is just... Rikia takes... Not to say, oh, what is he doing? He takes so long to die. It's so upsetting. You have to really watch Kiryu, like grapple with his fucking...
Yeah, Kiryu goes through every stage of grief over the next couple minutes.
And, like, Rikia is just saying, like...
Did I do it? Did I go out in the blaze of glory? Like, it wasn't meaningless if I saved you, right? Like,
yeah. I'm not gonna say, like, I was gonna make it, like, not make a joke, but make a thing about, like, this is your fault, Kiryu. You shouldn't have told him to do this. But he did, save all of their lives. It wasn't meaningless that he did this, but it's also
he did save Nakahara and Saki. Like,
yeah. It's just fucking terrible. And the saddest thing is, like, oh man, Rikia says, like, I'm a real man now, I guess. He says, like, Aniki, I promise me you'll stop Mine, and you're a great man, and all these things, and Kiryu
you're
is
the greatest man I ever knew. Like, oh my god.
And like, Kiryu has lost a lot of people in his life, and he's been in this situation so many times. Like, he helped Kazuma.
Takaya Kuroda never has not sold any of those deaths as much as he has this one.
He is, like, hysterical, and I believe it. And also, not to say, like, like, losing Kazuma, losing Yumi, losing Nishiki, very painful moments for Kiryu. But this is, like, on top of everything else that has happened to him today, that this very nice, very kind guy, who's also completely uninvolved in this, had no business being involved in this, had nothing to do with the Tojo clan, died. Like, Kiryu is losing his mind. He must be completely... He totally thinks it's his fault, and it kind of is, also, is the thing.
Yeah, it kind of is.
He is just, like, sobbing, like, losing his mind. Oh, my God, this is... Okay, so I remember... Way back in Yakuza 0, I made a joke that we would every time a character died, we would rank it at a scale of top 10 Yakuza deaths.
No, we have foreshadowed this from, like, day one. Like,
this is number one status for Yakuza death. The game never has a more upsetting death than Rikia's. It makes me so fucking upset every time. I think Tachibana's probably number 2 because of Makoto. This is so sad. I'm not going to play sad sub-story music. I'm definitely not playing circus music. Rip to a real one, Nishiki.
You mean Rikia?
Yeah, no, I meant Riki. I was looking
He's been dead for 5 seconds. You already forgot his name. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm so sorry. I'm just too sad. Rip to a real one, Rikia.
Oh my God.
Best boy. Little puppy of a man. I wish I could put him in my pocket and take him away. It's so sad. Very devastating chapter. And that's why it's called Crisis.
Because we're having a crisis right now.
We're having a crisis, and this is and that's it. That's the end.
Yeah.
Very upsetting.
That's the end of that chapter.
No good. I'm shaking my head. No.
Don't like this one.
Nope. Don't like it. Turning it off. Turning it off. That leaves us, Argyle, with one more chapter of the game.
Yeah.
This is where we'll finish Yakuza 3 finally. It didn't take us as long as Yakuza 2, as Yakuza 1, because your house didn't explode in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And the final chapter of Yakuza 12, Yakuza 3, chapter 12?
Chapter 12, the end of ambition.
End of ambition. Ambition is finally over. It's done. We did it. No more ambition.
That's a very good chapter title. I like it a lot.
It is a good chapter title, and I remember this chapter having some garbage in it. I remember being a little bit stinky, but I also remember it having some good shit in it as well.
Yeah, there's some good shit there.
I think this game. Well, we'll talk in a full retrospective of like how we feel about Yakuza 3. Mm-hmm. I would say this game has a great start, a pretty bad middle, and then a pretty okay end.
All right
maybe
ending.
All right ending.
I think
Definitely
it's got some really good character work. I think like the overall plot is maybe
weak as fuck.
Worst in the
Very
series
weak.
so far.
Definitely the worst in the series. It's just like the things that are happening are not that interesting, and also the entire plot was fake to trick a character into doing
like
a thing.
if I could transplant like most of these characters minus like
I think the like military base like political angle would be good if it wasn't fake. I think is the biggest like nail in the coffin. Drop the plot, make the military base a real thing. Make the like resort and the military base a real conflict that is tied up with the Yakuza. Well, we'll talk about this next week, I think, when we finish the game. Anyway, pour one out for Rikia, please. Keep him in your thoughts. Pray for him tonight.
Prayers up.
Mikio, we love you, Mikio. I'm really glad you're okay. I hope the orphans are okay. That's very sad. But let's answer some questions and then we'll wrap it up, shall we?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We do have questions. We have a Discord you can join, where every time we record or before we record, or just any time, you can go to our Dolce Day postcard.
Dolce Day postcard.
You can go to the Dolce Day postcard channel and send us a question, and we'll maybe we'll
yeah, we got listen. Our Discord's been really popping off lately. But we have to call out posts for some of our listeners, some of our Discord friends who decided that last night was the really good night to bring Homestuck into our beautiful, wonderful. I like to think of a Kamurocho Radio Discord as kind of a safe space from Homestuck. Kind of a place that I can go when I don't want to think about Homestuck. But unfortunately, last night, it was at the time of recording, was all brought down upon us. So unfortunately, our first question this week, Argyle, is from Discord user Incomprehensible Screaming.
The first one would be from Chaos on the 11th.
Oh, yeah. What's the nonsense plot twist? This is from Chaos. He says, what's the nonsense plot twist that allows Rikia to return in a future game? There are many choices. One of which is that he was fine. Sometimes characters come back and it's just that they didn't die, which is my favorite.
Yeah, no, that's I think
it would just be he got better, or he went to the hospital.
He got taken to a secret hospital that Kiryu didn't know about,
and then he went into hiding.
Yeah.
The other one is that was his twin. Is the other one. Or body double, but I don't think Riki is like too low in the ranks to have one of those. So I think he just was fine. I think he survived.
Yeah, I think he just survived, and he'll return as a merchant in a later game.
I really like my favorite thing, Argyle, is that's not just a single character you're talking about.
Literally 2 characters that have died in this fucking game. You can take that out if you want, but like
in this, listen. I'm not going to take it out, but, like, listen. This game has a weird relationship with character deaths sometimes. This series. Here's one from Discord user Toontush/Anat.
It's like Batman or Spider-Man. You know, the only characters that stay dead are Uncle Ben and Bruce Wayne's parents. The only people who stay dead are Kazuma, Nishiki, and Yumi.
Very true, yeah. If they died in Yakuza 1, they're never coming back. Unless.
What if we put them in the Lazarus pit?
Oh my god, Yakuza 8, Return of Nishiki, he was fine. He just, like, lost half of his body, and he looks like Toothpaste now? Toothpaste.
He looks like Toothpaste.
Toothpaste. Here's one from Toontush/Anat. I think that's how you say it. If it's not, tell me how you say it. Who says, do you guys have any orphanage headcanons for Sunflower or Morning Glory? I like to think that Kid Kiryu had a bad habit of befriending stray animals because he liked to go out back behind the orphanage to be alone, and they just walked up to him. I like this, but I'm going to expand onto it that it was only animals that you would never want to have, like a coyote or a bear. I've made a friend. Nishiki, look at my friend. This is like
Kazuma-san.
10-year-old Kiryu. This is 10-year-old Kiryu. This is what he sounds. I made a friend, and it's like a Wolverine. What do they have in Japan? I don't know what kind of dangerous
what kind of
animals.
like dangerous wild animals.
They definitely have. I know for a
Tokyo?
fact they have bears, but I don't know. I don't think they had those around Tokyo. I think the bears are more out in the countryside. But you know
Wolves?
what? Kiryu would find a way. Boris. I made a new friend, Kazuma-san. Hey, boy!
Oh no. Americans.
Can he live with the? Can we keep him? Can we keep him?
Let me stay
I
in your
mean,
orphanage. Come
The
on.
thing I'm always thinking about is especially now with Ichiban as the main character, is like what is these characters' relationships with gaming? I think Nishiki never played a game. I think Kiryu, he had like a Famicom or whatever, and he liked to. I don't think he was a hardcore gamer, because like Ichiban was Mr. Dragon Quest. But I do think that Kazuma probably bought the children a game console, and Nishiki never touched it, but Kiryu dabbled. But he's more of an arcade kid.
Nishiki was too cool for it.
No, Nishiki was a jock for sure.
Kiryu like played Mario Brothers, but he didn't know about the warp zones or anything. Like he'd play Super Mario Brothers 3, but he didn't know how to get to World 8.
No.
Yumi did.
Yumi was a gamer.
Yumi knew how to get the
also,
2 warp whistles in World 1, so she could.
Yumi was the one who.
Castle.
Yumi was the one who would fuck with Kiryu by giving him fake. Remember when you could? This is something I'm so nostalgic for some reason. Is like there was a time where you could just make shit
fake
up.
information.
You could just lie to people.
Like even in the 2000s, like there were a million websites where you could find just completely spurious information about whatever video game you're playing, like how to get Mew in Pokemon Fire Red, and it's like that.
I mean, I don't miss the fact that children were getting lied to, but it was funny for
if
sure.
You're playing
it was
Pokemon
funny,
Emerald and you go to the island where they have the rocket rocket launch base, you can go up in the missile and go to the moon and fight
go to the
Deoxys.
moon and you can catch Deoxys. Yeah. Okay. Here's the bad one. This is from Incomprehensible Screaming, who says, which Yakuza characters read Homestuck, and do any of them have patrol sonas? The answer is no, and no. I think, you know what? Date does not read Homestuck, but he has a troll sona, and it looks like Tavros. Just because...
Because you don't like him?
Yeah, because I don't like him.
I thought you were going to say that his daughter reads Homestuck.
My daughter got me into this comic, Kiryu. I don't understand it.
That's why she wanted the new router she wanted better internet so she could read Homestuck.
Yeah, she could get the updates.
I need to watch. They've got a new Flash cartoon out this week. I need to watch it.
I need to watch the animation. Toby Fox music.
Wanted to watch
I gotta
Homestar
listen to
Runner.
the Toby Fox. Oh, okay. Now that. No, Haruka's a Homestar Runner fan. Date's daughter reads Homestuck, even though the timing of that makes no sense whatsoever. There's no children in the Yakuza series that are, I think, at the right age to have like been teenagers during Homestuck times.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, wait. What about fucking
Like
Parkour Anonymous from Judgment? What about him?
Dude,
He's really young.
Dude, absolutely. That dude, yeah, Ryan Acosta. He definitely.
Not Ryan Acosta.
Wait, who? Oh shit, that guy.
Sugiura.
Sorry, you said Parkour. Yeah, Sugiura. He definitely. Maybe. I mean, he's definitely on Reddit.
How old is fucking the computer geek, the hacker man?
Oh, that guy. Okay, that guy.
I think even if he's a little old for it, I think he would read Homestuck.
No, he read it. But that dude has rancid taste. That guy, I
He
do
likes
not
Davros.
trust. I mean, he likes a lot of shit that he probably shouldn't like. That is a bad. Listen, I like that character. That dude, I don't want to know what that guy's My Anime list looks like. Hey, Yagami-san, have you ever heard of Lucky Star? It's really good.
Yeah, he would be into Lucky Star.
Yeah. Hey, have you
heard of
Yagami? Have you ever heard of Love Live? It's so good.
Oh, okay. Well, some people like Love Live.
Some people like Love Live. I'm not saying that people can't like Love Live. I'm just saying that there are some people who like Love Live, and it's a bad thing.
It's a little more suspect for like a 30-year-old man to be in.
Yeah, a 30-year-old man liking Love Live. I don't trust like that.
Now, Yagami,
now it would be funny if
heard
Yagami
of Axis Powers Hatalia.
No, I haven't. I promise. I promise I've never heard of it. I promise I've never actually heard of that one. And I would like, and I'm not interested in learning.
If any of our listeners talk about Hatalia in the Discord, I'm kicking you on sight. That's
that's
a
an
threat.
instant ban.
I mean, no, that is a threat. What the fuck am I saying?
That is a direct threat. Okay. And then there's one other question that I don't understand, and I don't want to read it, so I will skip it. Is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, we're just gonna, we're not
let's skip that one. I don't know. I haven't read the post, so I can't comment on it. Anyways, that's all for this week. Thank you all very much for listening. Let's wrap this shit up. You can find all of our episodes at yakuzapod.com, and you can find us on Twitter at Kamurocho Radio. You can find me on Twitter at BradipusRex. My account is locked, but as long as you are not a little tot, I will allow you to follow me. Don't let it hold you back. I make good tweets today. Today I accidentally made a really bad tweet, though. Huh?
What'd you tweet about today?
No, I made a joke. I was trying to make a joke about Vieira because there's so many Vieira players. Because people like a bunny boy.
Look,
people like a bunny
as a
girl.
Vieira player,
I'm not faulting anyone. I'm not faulting anyone for that. But my joke was, well, rabbits have a lot of babies. So I made a joke that was like, "There's lots of Vieira because
that's why
Vieira
there's so many Vieira
are so fecund, and they have a long breeding season." And then I posted it, and then I realized that I just made a joke. I made a joke about the anime bunnies breeding, and that was a very bad joke. And I instantly, it wasn't. I think some people might have thought that I was making a joke about making the joke. No, I did tweet that as a joke, and then I realized that's a very bad. That was just weird and gross. And then I made another joke about how Vieira subsist on a diet of Timothy hay and leafy greens and roughage. Like Timothy hay. Little hay with a little, that would be very funny. But you don't, Vieira actually shouldn't eat carrots because carrots have a high sugar content. It's not good for their metabolism. People think, it's associated.
Maybe some cabbage.
As a treat, yes. Carrots as a treat. Cabbage, kale, good choices. Anything leafy and green. That's what you want to feed your Vieira. Your guy Vieira.
Cashmere's eating these all the time.
Absolutely. You can find us on the Noisepace Podcast Network. Lots of great shows on Noisepace. Some good ones include, hey, listen to Forward ReZero. I was on it, and the episode was like 2.5 hours long. Argyle, what can you listen to on Noisepace?
Oh, what do I recommend from Noisepace?
Yeah.
0 to 0.
0 to 0
another show with 0 in the name. They're talking about Wonder Woman 1984 right now.
Wonder Woman defender of children everywhere.
A real fucking mess of a movie.
I'm excited for them to watch The Suicide Squad. That movie was pretty good. Anyways, next week, finishing Yakuza. Well, next time. Let's try next week. Finishing Yakuza 3.
The end of ambition.
The final chapter of Yakuza 3 will be done with the worst game in the series according to the fans. All right. Everybody, have a great week. Have a good time.
Did we play
Final Fantasy, but stay away from Limsa. We already did. Oh, yeah. No, we didn't. Right. I forgot. Hey, Pot of Greed about Yu-Gi-Oh! Kyle XY about Kyle XY. Slappers Only about video game music. Boom. There we go. It's done.
Hey, everybody. _funk. Find us
I already did that one. Yeah.
Find us on Ether, Fairy.
Yeah. Add Little Caprese and Cashmere Pashmina. On Fairy and Ether. Make some friends. Play Mahjong with me. Just kidding, I don't do that. Hey, have a great week, everybody, and have a good time, and see you later, and see you next time, and until the next episode, what does Kiwami mean?
Extreme!
Extreme! Bye.
Goodbye.
人で汚れた街でさえ